Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I know we're a little tight in here, and not everybody may know. We do have some overflow seating in the cafeteria just right outside of these doors. If anybody wants to sit out there, we have a monitor up, but feel free to stand in here if you want, but if you want a seat out there, we have that available as well. All right, will you please all rise and welcome the graduates of Basic Police Class 436. They're being led in today by the Portland Highland Guard bagpiper Gordon Convoy. Please remain standing for the posting of the colors and our national anthem being sung by Deputy Matthew Eubanks.
Center face. Prepare and post colors. Ready, post. Right face. Color guard. Uniform personnel. Present arms.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Order, arms. Ready, face. Forward, march. Class, take seats.
All right, everyone may be seated. Well, welcome all of you to the graduation ceremony for Basic Police Class 436. My name is Eamon O'Brien. I served as the primary training coordinator for this class. On behalf of the department, DPSST staff, and the members of the graduating class, we thank you for being with us today. It's now my pleasure to introduce our special guests and DPSST staff who will participate in today's program. We have Chief Devin Lewis of the Redmond Police Department and Bree Murphy, DPSST class coordinator. Today marks the completion of 16 weeks of basic training for Police Class 436. Although we are recognizing their accomplishments today, I would like to take a few moments to thank all of you in the audience. These 56 graduates did not just show up here. There were countless sacrifices and adjustments. We all know their successes here are directly attributed to the support and understanding these graduates have received from you. Thank you for all of your encouragement to the recruits over the last several months, and thank you for being with us today. Our last few classes here at DPSST have been much larger than normal. A new schedule was drafted to accommodate the new class sizes. And as I briefed the class on day one, this schedule with all its changes would likely become a source of frustration for all of them. It included less staffing than we would like to have had, training teams split between multiple venues per day, early morning PT sessions at 5 a.m., and a couple weeks of evening training hours until 10 p.m. This, however, is the nature of the profession they've decided to join, and I want to thank the class sincerely for their hard work, dedication, and willingness to make adjustments on the fly, sometimes at a very short notice. This dedication to your training was noticed and often remarked upon by training staff. In fact, one of the part-time use of force instructors remarked this was her favorite class she has worked with here at DPSST. The class was also full of leaders who consistently pushed and motivated their fellow students. In fact, when our class voted for the Victor G. Itea Outstanding Student Award, a third of the class received nominations. As a training coordinator, this was a very proud moment to see this many of our class members were viewed as leaders by their peers. It's a good sign for all the agency leaders here today. Your agency's future is looking good. Now, speaking of those who exemplify leadership, it is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Chief Devin Lewis from the Redmond Police Department. Chief Lewis comes from a law enforcement family. His father, Eric Lewis, worked for the Washington County Sheriff's Office, where Chief Lewis himself was a cadet in the 1990s. Chief Lewis attended Washington State University, where he obtained a bachelor's degree in sociology. He began his law enforcement career in 1999 as a deputy with the Deschutes County Sheriff's Office. Chief Lewis then transferred to the Bend Police Department, where he served as an officer, sergeant, and lieutenant. In 2019, he was hired as a captain with the Redmond Police Department and selected as chief of police in January of 2022. Over the years, Chief Lewis has served as a field training officer, detective, a patrol investigations and training supervisor. Chief Lewis was a member of the Central Oregon SWAT team for 15 years, filling a variety of roles, including assistant team commander. The most important thing about Chief Lewis, however, is that he has been married for 22 years and has 2 children, a daughter attending U of O and a son about to graduate high school. Please join me in welcoming Chief Devin Lewis.
Hello, everyone. Appreciate that. I would like to start off by thanking Eamon O'Brien and Mike Johnson. I haven't seen Mike yet this morning, but they were the class training coordinators for Basic Police Class 436, and all the staff here at DPSST for inviting me to be the commencement speaker for this class's graduation. I've heard great things about Eamon, and I was fortunate enough to train and serve with Mike Johnson for a few years on the Oregon Tactical Officers Association Board. I can assure you, the BP Class 436 has received teaching and training from a couple of the best instructors and class coordinators in the state. I am honored to be here today, speaking to all of you, including our own Redmond PD recruit officer, Brandon Gillingham, and recognizing the outstanding achievement for the members of Class 436. In addition to serving as the Chief of Police in Redmond for the past 2+ years, I've been fortunate enough to have worked in law enforcement for almost 25 years. I began my career as a deputy with the Deschutes County Sheriff's Office in 1999, and I graduated with Basic Police Class 234. Yeah, you heard that right. That's more than 200 classes before this one. Back then, the academy was only 10 weeks long and was still held on the campus of Western Oregon University. In 2004, I lateraled over to the Bend Police Department and spent the majority of my career at Bend PD. I was fortunate enough to be hired as the captain of Redmond PD in September of 2019 and then selected to become their chief in January of 2022. Almost 25 years into this career, I still believe it is one of the best jobs in the world. If you know me, my joke has always been that it's the second best job in the world after becoming a professional athlete. Unfortunately, I wasn't tall enough, fast enough, or strong enough to do any of those things. But seriously, I love this job. I truly believe being a police officer is one of the best jobs in the world because of the different people you get to know and work with, the community you get to serve and help, and the satisfaction of knowing that at the end of every day, you had the opportunity to positively impact someone's life. Of course, this career is not without its challenges. We encounter people on their worst day. We are exposed to horrific acts and abusive situations most people don't even know exist. We watch people take their last breath, and sometimes we have to tell loved ones the news they never wanted to hear. We're not always appreciated for our hard work, and sometimes we make mistakes that are so egregious we can't recover from them. Yet I believe despite all that, this can be the greatest and most fulfilling career a person could choose. And I believe everyone sitting behind me, the members of Basic Police Class 436, also recognize this, which is why it's so admirable that these individuals have made a choice to pursue this career, a career of service. In thinking about what to talk about today, I recognized I wanted to share what I believe is helpful in having a successful law enforcement career, because I want every member of Basic Police Class 436 and every law enforcement officer to make it to their retirement feeling fulfillment and happiness, being mentally, physically, and spiritually healthy, surrounded by family and friends, and looking forward to enjoying the next chapter of their lives. To that end, I believe to have a successful career in law enforcement, it comes down to one word, and that word is balance. Balance in pride and humility, balance in strength and service, and balance in work and life. Pride and humility. Every officer graduating from the police academy today should be proud of their accomplishment and their chosen profession. As you get back to your agencies and you begin your field training programs, start to progress through your career, you should continue to feel proud of the profession you chose, the community you serve, and the people you will help. The balance comes in when you're on those calls with people who have committed heinous crimes, made poor choices, are living on the streets, or have been arrested for the 15th or 20th time. Keep that humility. We're all human beings, and just because we've chosen to serve our communities as police officers does not make us better than the people we encounter. Remember to be humble. We all make mistakes. We all need help sometimes. That humility will keep you on the successful career track of a respectable service and professionalism. It will help you on those tough days when you feel too tired to care, believe you can't show empathy, when one of your teammates has made a mistake, or the call you're going to doesn't feel important to you, but it's the most important thing in that reporting person's life. Always strive to maintain that balance between pride and humility. Strength and service. All police officers are strong and have a desire to serve. This is probably what led most of us into this profession. To be successful in this profession, we need to keep the balance between strength and service. Strength comes into play on many of the calls we respond to. The physical strength to effect an arrest on someone who is resisting or trying to flee from us, helping someone who may be physically injured or in distress, or being the first through the door of a barricaded subject or an active threat. The mental strength to deal with the abuse, the pain, and the suffering that we witness every day. This strength is important, but not every call we respond to is going to be solved by our strength. We need to remember service. In fact, most of the calls we respond to in our career will actually require more service than strength. The ability to serve others where they are, help them find a solution to their problem, make them feel safe, and make them feel heard. This balance between strength and service is what will help you enjoy a long and successful career. Work and life. People who have worked with me know this is what I'm most passionate about, finding a successful work-life balance. When you're a brand new officer, it's such an exciting time. You're working the late shifts, the holidays, the overtime, learning new things, and getting to find what part of the job most excites you. For me, that was SWAT. I was able to join the Central Oregon Emergency Response Team after just 2.5 years as a deputy, and I was fortunate enough to have a 15-year career on that team and serve in a variety of roles, ultimately finishing up as the assistant team commander. Those were some of the most fun and exciting times that I had in my career. But looking back, they almost cost me my marriage and my family. Luckily, I have an extremely caring and supportive wife, and I have the best daughter and son a dad could have, and I was able to learn the importance of work-life balance. This job is amazing and fun and awesome, but again, it's only a job. It is what we do, not who we are. We are husbands, wives, fathers, mothers, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, friends and teammates. We need to keep that balance. Make your family, friends, and personal life a priority. These people will be your support system after those tough calls and long shifts. And you'll need to be there for them as well when they've had a rough day. Making sure you are happy, healthy, and well to be the best person for your family will ensure you are also the best version of yourself when you put on that uniform to begin your shift. This idea of balance is something I've witnessed not just throughout my career, but my entire life. My father, who worked for over 30 years as a deputy and a sergeant with the Washington County Sheriff's Office, and my great uncle, who served for over 25 years at the Portland Police Bureau, were both outstanding examples of being 100% dedicated to their job, serving their community with humility, strength, and professionalism, but also having that balance to be great family men, loving fathers, uncles, and grandfathers, and willing to put their family first when we needed it most. I've continued to see this throughout my career, as the officers and supervisors that I looked up to were the ones who not only worked hard, performed admirably in the job, and served with compassion, but also made their family and friends a priority, going to their children's games, the recitals, taking time for those long weekends and family vacations, and just being available for their loved ones. So please, when you get back to your agencies, remember your balance. Seek out coworkers, supervisors, and mentors who display these characteristics, have enjoyed great careers and successful personal lives. Identify these people, give them permission to help you, and let them assist you in finding balance. In closing, I would like to congratulate all the individuals of Basic Police Class 436 on graduating from DPSST's Basic Police Academy. It's quite an accomplishment. You should be proud, your family should be proud, and you should also thank your families for all the support they've given you to help achieve this. I want all of you to enjoy a healthy and successful law enforcement career. Please, find that balance. Be proud of what you do, but stay humble. Be strong with a servant's heart. And lastly, enjoy your job, but love your life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief Lewis. We here at DPSST recognize that we're not just training new recruits, but also training leaders. We know that once they put that uniform on, they're seen as leaders in their community. Leadership is not just something we talk about, but something we try to prepare them for here. Today, we are graduating a class of 56 officers and deputies from all over the state. They represent everything from some of the largest agencies to some of the smallest. But this group of individuals came together and performed very well during the time they were here. After spending the last several months with this group, I can tell you that they certainly are becoming leaders. I can also assure you the future of law enforcement is looking very bright and their communities will be well protected. I want to thank a few key individuals for their hard work and dedication, and I ask that they stand to be recognized. Please hold your applause until all the names are called. First of these are the squad leaders: Deputy Kenneth Frank, Jackson County Sheriff's Office; Officer Michael Crisp, Beaverton Police Department; Officer Austin Blackwell, Beaverton Police Department; Officer Mitchell Merritt, Madras Police Department; Officer Matthew Button, Salem Police Department; and Deputy Cody Fort, Klamath County Sheriff's Office. These gentlemen volunteered to be squad leaders during the first week of our academy and have been an example of teamwork, motivation, and positive attitude to the rest of the class throughout our 16 weeks. I want to sincerely thank all of you for a job very well done. This class would not have been such a success if it was not for your leadership and your dedication. Thank you.
Squad leaders, take seats.
I also want to thank all the members of our color guard detail for their dedication to honoring our nation's colors. One of the changes we've had at DPSST over the last couple of years is that we no longer do a daily flag ceremony as an academy or march to and from classes. However, each class still posts the flags at the beginning of the day and retires them at the end. These gentlemen often met before class or after to post, retire, and fold our flags. During a down week, when they were the only class on campus making up some training missed during the ice storm, they volunteered to post colors for staff who were assigned to do it that week. When your name is called, will the members of the color guard detail please stand and be recognized? And again, I ask that you hold your applause until all the names have been read. Deputy Cody Fort, Klamath County Sheriff's Office; Officer Mitchell Merritt, Madras Police Department; Officer Austin Blackwell, Beaverton Police Department; Officer Matthew Button, Salem Police Department; Officer Michael Miner, North Bend Police Department; Officer Zachary Stutzman, Boardman Police Department; Deputy Colton Seeley, Morrow County Sheriff's Office; and Officer Jonathan Featheroff, Bend Police Department; and the color guard leader, Officer Justin Burse, Port of Portland Police Department. Thank you very much for all of your hard work and a job well done.
Color guard, take seats.
All right, it's now my honor to present some very well-deserved individual awards. It's our custom here to introduce students who have achieved individual honors during their 16 weeks at the Academy. Now, for the audience, please feel free to come forward and take pictures as we present the awards. We'll ensure that there's plenty of time for you to do this. I would like to invite Chief Devin Lewis and Coordinator Bree Murphy to stand and help present the individual awards. Now, also be aware the class does not know who is receiving these awards until just now. We've kept it a secret. They tried prying it from me yesterday and were not successful. So first, the Leo B. App Marksmanship Award is presented to a student who has displayed exemplary leadership and teamwork, as well as excellence in marksmanship, safety, and tactical proficiency. The Leo B. App Outstanding Shooter Award for Basic Police Class 436 is presented to Deputy Matthew Eubanks, Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. The Health and Fitness Award is presented to the student in each class who most personifies the ideals of the physical fitness program. This student embraces training and strives to get better every day. The student earning this award has accepted the challenge from physical fitness training session 1 to session 42 to work to the best of their abilities at all times. This student motivates their fellow students and inspires them to succeed. They not only met minimum requirements, but excel. The recipient of this award has demonstrated a willingness to compete and train with passion, and they understand lifetime fitness is a priority in law enforcement. The Outstanding Health and Physical Fitness Award for Class 436 goes to Officer Jose Benavides Torres, West Lynn Police Department. In each basic training class, an award is also given for the best performance in defensive tactics as determined by the Academy staff and instructors. In this class, however, defensive tactics staff selected 2 students for outstanding performance. Based on professionalism, a can-do attitude, and a personal passion and commitment to training, the awards for best performance in defensive tactics for Police Class 436 go to First Deputy Brian Miller, Crook County Sheriff's Office.
Come on up.
Right? And also to Officer Cameron Hunter, Hillsborough Police Department. The Academic Achievement Award is presented to the student from each basic police class who has displayed outstanding scholastic achievement. There are 6 quizzes, a midterm, and a final exam totaling over 300 questions. This is a very competitive award, and in this case, the top 2 were within 1% of each other, and the top 6 recruits within 3% of each other. With an overall average of 96.97% on all coursework, the Lee M. Brown Academic Award for BP436 is presented to Officer Corey Pine, Medford Police Department. Finally, the Victor G. Itea Outstanding Student Award is named in honor of the former distinguished governor of the state of Oregon. This prestigious award goes to the student in each basic class who is selected by peers and academy staff as the most outstanding student in the class. The student selected has displayed exceptional professionalism by demonstrating an exemplary attitude and outstanding achievement in leadership, academics, health and fitness, and survival skills. Further, this student is considered to embody the spirit and dedication of the class as a whole, representing the entire group, leading when needed, even if not asked, and representing the profession with a positive demeanor and outlook. The Department of Public Safety Standards and Training is proud to honor the recipient of the Victor G. Itea Outstanding Student Award for Basic Police Class 436 to Officer Austin Blackwell, Beaverton Police Department. All right, congratulations to all of you. Now it is my privilege to introduce the class spokesperson for Basic Police Class 436. Officer Austin Blackwell, Beaverton Police Department. Back on up here, sir. So yesterday when I was showing you your little paragraph to read, if you noticed, I was covering that part up there.
Ooh, that's
to tell you to come back up.
That's
all right.
sneaky. Thank you, Eamon. On behalf of Basic Police Class 436, we'd like to thank Chief Devin Lewis for speaking at our graduation today, and would like to present him this token of our appreciation. Thank you, sir. Hello, family, friends, and leadership of the officers and deputies of Class 436. As I was preparing this speech, I went back and forth on deciding what to speak on. There is so much to say with little time to say it. How does one sum up the experience of Police Academy? What do you talk about? And what is there to talk about? In the next couple of days, we are going to have some variation of the question, how is the Academy? And the answer to that is simple. It was good. In the last 16 weeks, we have met new people, made new friends, learned new skills, celebrated successes, and learned from failures. In the beginning, it seemed like this day would never come. After midterm, things sped up, and now here we are. 435 other classes have come before us, and each have their own stories to tell. Our experience has been unique for several reasons, the biggest being that there are 56 of us rather than 40. Our increased class size pushed the limits. We know the strain was felt, and for that, we are not without gratitude. And let that be the message that we leave with today. To DPSST staff and volunteers, for 16 weeks, we have shown up to your classes to learn from those who had something to share, their knowledge and experience. In the beginning, we had 1 week here, and then we went home for 2 weeks for holidays. That first week was nice because it gave us a taste of what was to come. I recall coming back after the 2-week break and feeling like the return was smooth. Then, several weeks later, an ice storm came through. The routine we had gotten into was suddenly disrupted, and we were left with a lot of questions on how to proceed. It was during this time that I realized our coordinator, Eamon O'Brien, is a patient man. Eamon, we are grateful for you. We recognize that there is a lot that goes on in the back scenes here at DPSST, and being responsible for 56 adults is no small task. I have heard from my classmates on multiple occasions expressions of gratitude for your appearance during some of our classes. Your input, advice, and shared experience meant something. In the beginning, you gave us some words of advice. Don't be weird. It was humorous at first, but then it actually made a lot of sense as we started doing scenarios. It was humorous. Class 436 likes to laugh, and you were right there with us finding the humor, Eamon. Thank you. And thank you again for guiding us through this time in our lives. To remember us, we wanted to give you a gift. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, this gift is a kettlebell. It is very heavy, and inscribed on it is "Don't be weird," on which we like to thank Dan Hall for helping us out with engraving that on there. So thank you. Let's get a round of applause. We want to recognize the instructors of the class we've taken. We are grateful for your willingness to show up for us. Our instructors for physical training, defensive tactics, emergency vehicle operations, and use of force were paramount in our skills development. No doubt we will all reflect on the skills you have taught us for the sake of our communities and our own lives. We've had some really funny moments in class. Quotes like scapular load or hot dog. Hot dog! There you go. Live rent-free in our minds. We've also had some heavier classes. Our instructors have been there and done that, and yet they come here to teach the next generation. Each of them have told us how grateful they were for us being willing to serve. And to them we say thank you, and we'll take the watch from here. We are grateful to the staff that work in the background. Thank you for what you do on our behalf. We'd like to give a special thank you to the cooking staff. Thank you for showing up and being willing to feed us. A lot of calories have been consumed on our behalf, and well, it's a good thing we had PT. And a special thank you to the role players of the Scenario Village. We appreciate you and your patience with us. To our agency leaders, thank you for being here. We are grateful you have chosen us to represent your agency. We have built the foundation here at the Academy. This ceremony is a rite of passage, and the real test awaits us out in the field. We are eager to further prove ourselves ready, capable, and willing to stand next to you along the thin blue line. To our family and friends, we are so grateful for you being here today. I know this ceremony may be emotional for some of us. It is representing a lot of things. Our success here today is yours as well, and success does not come without sacrifice. Without your love and support, fewer men and women would be sitting up here today. And I know for myself, without my beautiful wife's support, I wouldn't be here either. I want to specifically acknowledge the spouses of our officers who are with us today. Will those spouses and their children please stand and remain standing? Please get up. Spouses and children, please. Please know you are deeply appreciated, not just by your officer, but by everyone here. If you have children at home, you have had to take the lion's share of parental duties during this time, and that is not easy, and we know it too. Thank you for the work you have done to support us. To my fellow classmates of 436, before coming to the academy, I told myself that I was going to have a real conversation with every person in this class. Regrettably, I didn't achieve that goal, but I got pretty dang close. We've all said numerous times to each other that having our class split into two groups with little overlap made it difficult to get to know the other half. However, things work out the way they are supposed to, and I truly believe that. We have played our part in each other's lives here at the academy. Hopefully, it doesn't end there, and I hope that we can all commit to ourselves to continue the friendships that we've made here. The relationships created here will pay dividends in the end, or in the future. You are all good men and women. It has been a genuine pleasure getting to know you. I've asked many of you why you're here and why you became a law enforcement officer. To no one's surprise, it wasn't because of the money. That was a joke, thank you. I feel validated. We are coming into this career at a time where many will not. Either we are all crazy or we have a purpose. I've discovered through these conversations with you that in one form or another, you have been drawn to this path. Your desire to help people is part of you. This is, for a lack of better words, a calling. Thank you for being you and being willing to do the right thing. If there is anything that I can give you, it is this. There are people in your communities that you are meant to come in contact with, and you're going to leave an impression upon them. For most of these, you will likely never know when and how you did it. On June 18th, 2020, I lost my youngest son in a tragic accident. When I arrived at the emergency room, the doctor had just told my wife that he couldn't bring my son back to life. In my anguish, I yelled at the top of my lungs. In response to my outburst, the hospital sent in an officer. And I knew the moment that he stepped into that room why he was there. He stood in the corner, a quiet sentinel, a guardian of the peace. I looked the officer in the eyes, and I said to him, "I know why you're here, and I'm sorry." In return, this officer looked me in the eyes. He locked his eyes on me, and he replied, "I am so, so sorry this happened to you." And that was it. That officer has no idea the influence that he had on me. And he has no idea that I'm here. Until this moment, I have told very, very few people that part of my story. And I share that with you because I believe that you, Class 436, are going to be that officer for someone else when that day comes. Thank you.
Thank you, Officer Blackwell. For the graduates, this is the part of the ceremony which you've been looking forward to. The presentation of your certificate marks the conclusion of your training and the highlight of today's graduation. It signals the end of one phase of your career and the beginning of another. At this time, I'd like to ask Chief Lewis and Coordinator O'Brien to assist with handing out the certificates. Audience, please come forward when your family member is called. We're going to be reading them in alphabetical order, so feel free to kind of move forward as we get moving. Oh, I'm feeling some feels real quick. That was deep. Will the members of Class 436 please rise and come forward when your name is called?
Row one, attention.
Officer Katrina Agarcheva, Hillsborough Police Department. Get closer, girl. Get up there. This is your stage. Officer Niles Alvarez, Springfield Police Department. Alvarez. You are not done.
Not so fast, not so fast.
Alvarez. Deputy Joshua Augustus, Wasco County Sheriff's Office. Officer Alexander Beglaw, Milwaukee Police Department. Officer Jose Benavidez, Westland Police Department. Officer Eric Benitez, Medford Police Department. Officer Justin Burris, Port of Portland Police Department. Officer Austin Blackwell, Beaverton Police Department. Officer James Blanton, Astoria Police Department. Flip it upside down.
There we go.
Officer Matthew Button, Salem Police Department.
Thank you, sir.
That was like Button.
Couldn't help myself.
Officer Braden Cobian, Medford Police Department. Seal up. Yep, right there, right there. Yep. Deputy Caleb Coleman Armstrong, Clackamas County Sheriff's Office.
Come on, you guys. We're all family here. Thanks, guys. Row one, take seats.
Officer Michael Crisp, Beaverton Police Department. Officer Timothy Cross, Toledo Police Department. Deputy Kyle Cummings, Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. Officer Aaron Curry, Woodburn Police Department. Officer Sean Donnelly, Roseburg Police Department. Officer Matthew Dutton, Beaverton Police Department. Deputy Matthew Eubanks, Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. Officer Jonathan Federoff, Bend Police Department. Officer Juan Flores, Beaverton Police Department. Front one, get that good light. Smile at the camera up there too. Deputy Cody Fort, Klamath County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Kenneth Frank, Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Officer Timothy Chase Gilday, Medford Police Department.
Row 2, take seats.
Officer Brandon Gillingham, Redmond Police Department. Officer Katie Girton, Corvallis Police Department. Get up front and center, Katie. Those are my football days. Up front. Get closer, Katie.
Yes, queen. Yes.
Congrats, buddy.
My football teammates.
Proud of you. Officer Skylar Gober, Newburgh Dundee Police Department. Officer Benji Hepler, Salem Police Department. Officer Cameron Hunter, Hillsborough Police Department. Deputy Joseph Isom, Polk County Sheriff's Office. Bingo, Isom. Oh, dang. Officer Bradley Kelly, Springfield Police Department. Happy birthday. Deputy Michaela Kohlermeyer, Deschutes County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Nate Lund, Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Forrest Lunsman, Benton County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Zachary Maynard, Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Officer Mitchell Merritt, Madras Police Department.
Row 3, take seats.
Deputy Brian Miller, Crook County Sheriff's Office. Officer Michael Miner, North Bend Police Department. Oh, this is being recorded. Deputy Gabriel Montero, Washington County Sheriff's Office.
Gabe, for my Gabe. Okay. Oh, for my Gabe. I love you, Grandma.
I love you, Grandma. Who?
I'm Gabe's mom. Oh, yes.
Deputy Carlo Nuno, Washington County Sheriff's Office. Feeling a lot of feels on this stage. Officer Brandon Pareda, Brookings Police Department. Officer Corey Pine, Medford Police Department. Officer Emma Plattner, Bend Police Department. You don't gotta stay back.
Front and center.
This is your time. Officer Gerardo Ramirez, Jr. I didn't even think Get up front there, Jerry.
Up front, front and center.
Deputy Jair Ramos, Klamath County Sheriff's Office. Officer Justin Sanchez, Medford Police Department.
Not so fast.
With your kid.
You go.
Get with your kid. Get up closer. Yeah, get closer.
You go.
Officer Sidney Scolari, Beaverton Police Department. Yep, seal on your right.
Go forward, take seats.
Deputy Colton Seeley, Morrow County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Cameron Shelley, Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. Officer Derek Spivey, Seaside Police Department. Officer Luke Starr, Malala Police Department. Seal on your right. Flip it over, buddy. Flip it over. Officer Zach Stutzman, Boardman Police Department. Officer Kyle Surgeon, Springfield Police Department. Officer Dave Wagoner, Corvallis Police Department.
Thanks, Ed. Appreciate it. Oh, wait, one more?
This way, this way.
Come this way. I'm proof you're never too old to do it, guys.
Deputy Devin Wells, Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. Officer Colby Wilkie, Port of Portland Police.
Smile.
Roll 5, take seats.
Congratulations, Basic Police Class 436.
Class 436, well done. This is only the very beginning, but it's been a good beginning. This is a noble and honorable profession. Do not ever let anyone tell you otherwise. Rudyard Kipling noted in one of his poems that people will make mock of uniforms that guard them in their sleep because it is easier to do that than to wear the uniform themselves. I would like to leave you with the text of a letter written to a new police officer. This letter was written by fallen Lieutenant Stephen Williams of the Moody, Alabama Police Department. Lieutenant Williams was one of the founding members of the organization Humanizing the Badge and known fondly as LT. I'm sure some of you are familiar with their work. I was still relatively early in my career when this organization started and took a lot of inspiration from Lieutenant Williams' writings. Tragically, Lieutenant Williams was shot and killed in the line of duty when he was ambushed responding to a call for service on June 2nd, 2020. The now famous letter reads thus: "You are a protector. That's why you chose this calling, right? You love and want peace for everyone, and you will strive to provide that. Have the head of a servant, but the hands of a warrior. Always be kind, always be generous, but stand your ground. Do not compromise your principles or your integrity. Do the right thing. That isn't always outlined in a procedure manual. And finally, when this job and humanity has you questioning why you are doing this, think back to why you started doing it. The reason is the same. You cannot save the world, but what you can do is help one person at a time. This is all you must do. Do that, and yours is a life lived well. Servant, guardian, sheepdog, LT." You 56 are all servants, guardians, sheepdogs, and yes, even warriors. Some people consider that a dirty word these days, an inappropriate description of a law enforcement officer. But the true warrior does not wish harm upon anyone, and in fact dreams of the day he will no longer be needed. G.K. Chesterton remarked that the true warrior fights not because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. Think about your noble why that LT reminded you of as you swear this criminal justice code of ethics that I'm about to administer to you. Officer Blackwell, please prepare the class for the oath of office.
Class, attention!
Will the members of Basic Police Class 436 please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I swear or affirm as a criminal justice officer. I swear or affirm as a criminal justice officer. That my fundamental duty is to serve mankind. That my fundamental duty is to serve mankind. To safeguard lives and property. To safeguard lives and property. To protect all persons against deception. To protect all persons against deception. The weak against oppression or intimidation. The weak against oppression or intimidation. The peaceful against violence or disorder. The peaceful against violence or disorder. And to respect the constitutional rights of all people. And to respect the constitutional rights of all people. To liberty, equality, and justice. To liberty, equality, and justice. All right, please join me in again congratulating the graduates of Basic Police Class 436. This concludes our graduation ceremony. We want to thank all of you so much for being here on this special day. Recruits, officers and deputies, you have now finished one chapter in the book on your criminal justice career. The other chapters are out there waiting to be written. I hope it is a long book with a rewarding ending for each and every one of you. Those in the audience, we invite you to join us for a reception in the lobby to honor our graduates. And we ask that you do remain seated until the graduates have been dismissed. On behalf of DPSST, our director, Phil Castle, and all of the DPSST staff, we wish each graduate health, happiness, and success in the future. Officer Blackwell, if you would please dismiss the class.
Class, right space! Dismiss!